So starting the test drive in this Tahoe, love the V8 here. It's a pretty solid option, I think. I've said this before, but the 5.3 is the perfect option without having to go diesel and without having to pay extra for the 6.2, where you won't really miss the 6.2 if you haven't had it. If you've had the 6.2, you'll notice the difference, but other than that, you really can't tell, in my opinion. You have plenty of pep in this step. I'm going to put it in the sport mode and give it a little pull getting on the interstate here. Here we go. So just a quick pull to 70 there. But it's relatively peppy again. The 6.2 is a little bit quicker low end, but I mean, you're paying more for gas, you're paying more for the engine. Now we do get the adaptive cruise again, so I'm gonna activate that. And it's gonna keep that safe distance between myself and this vehicle in front of me. And then it'll start to accelerate as they get from in front of me, so. They definitely have something going on over there. They've been driving like they don't have any sense. But a big thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Tahoe today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now for the price point, again, I think that the LT is a pretty solid option. It's especially equipped with how this one is equipped. The wheels, for it to be an 1825 option, it really does offer like night and day between the LT wheels that are stock compared to these. It does make this feel more like a high country, more like a premier trim level. So really impressed by that. I like the comfort package. I think for that money you get quite a bit, having the LED lights, then having the power third row and everything that comes there. But I just like how this vehicle is stock. The Chevy Tahoe with the 5.3, pretty good pep there. The 10-speed, I like how it shifts. The newer infotainment system and gauge cluster, I love them, absolutely love them. They look good. They're very, how do you say, I guess configurable, easy to manage, and then nice to have. I don't know why she came on, but again, I like this for the money. Only thing missing for me is cooled seats. I don't even miss the panoramic roof. Super Cruise would be nice, but not really a deal breaker there. I do think GM needs to do a better job at offering lane centering in these vehicles, specifically those that don't already have Super Cruise. Pretty much everyone else has something going on with that, but whatever the sensor is right here, you only get that on the Super Cruise anyway, so I don't know. But I mean, if that doesn't bother you and having adaptive cruise is enough for you, then you won't be disappointed at all. The ride here is great. It's very comfortable in here. The seat's wide enough for my wider stature. Plenty of headroom here, especially without the sunroof. And it's spacious in here. Just overall, it's very spacious. So if you're a bigger person, you know, you're not gonna have, well, most people won't have trouble getting in here, period. But I think a really good option if you're in the market for a large SUV, again, especially how this one is equipped. So with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 Chevy Tahoe LT.